All right, we are pulling up to another client here, and this call, they have a zone that was sticking on. So they woke up in the morning and their sprinklers were running and still running and still running, and so they went down into the basement to turn off the water, which is how it is now, which is why they called me and why I'm here. So let's go see if we can't problem solve this zone sticking on. And there it is. We have our zone that is sticking on. And what we do when a zone is sticking on, which this homeowner or client did the exact right thing, is you come over to your backflow and you're going to want to turn it off right here. And now we can problem solve. How we problem solve is we're going to have to find our valve boxes to find the valve that is sticking on. And once we do that, then we can fix it. So in order to find which valve is staying on, we're turning it back on. And it looks like by turning it off and on, this time it did not turn back on. So we do have water on, but the valve did not pop on, which means we got to figure out which valve has been causing the issue. Here is our valve box, which would have that valve in it. And we got our valves. We're going to reach down here. We're going to turn one on, see which one it is. And sure enough, that is the valve that has been sticking on. All right, so oftentimes when you turn that backflow on or off, what that does is stops the water pressure, which will allow the valve then to close. And then a lot of times when you turn that zone back on with the clock, then it will stick on again. And so you got to go back and you're playing with that backflow in order to get it to turn on or off. It's just a sign that the valve is having trouble shutting all the way. And so that just means that it's time to replace the valve, which is what we're going to do. We got our valve, we got our work bag. Now let's go to work. So there we have it. New valve is now installed. Old valve is right here. Now we just got to turn it on and make sure that it works. So after fixing the valve, we turn the water back on and we have no water going, which is what we want. But we always want to test it with the clock to make sure it turns off with the clock. So we're going to start with zone 1. And we're going to go see if it turns off, on and off, and we'll work our way through each zone. So let's go. So we have zone 1 here. Has turned on with the clock. This was the zone that was sticking on. So that is good. It turns on. Now we lock to the clock. Boom. Hit next and it should turn off. Let's go check. And will you look at that? It is off. And back here in the back, we have a zone 2 on. Perfect. All right, that job is now done. Let's go. Here's the deal. Valves are a little more tricky than changing a sprinkler head, but they're not too crazy difficult to do. Sometimes they are, sometimes they're not. That one was not too difficult. So we got it done. Now it's just a matter of dialing in those watering times to make sure that you get that lush green yard. If you want some help with your watering times, go to our website and you can download a free PDF file that will give you all the ideal watering times. And that might even save you this year with how much it's raining, might even save you on your water bill. So go check it out. And if you need something, don't hesitate to reach out to All the Buzz Sprinklers. Give us a like, give us a follow, and help us get the word out that we have a YouTube channel.